Good morning, McAvinnue's School. Mr. Domina here, handling the McAvinue morning announcements. Today is Monday, January 9, 2023. Thank you once again for joining me for the Monday edition of McAvinnue's morning announcements. I hope everyone had an amazing weekend and looking forward to having another fantastic week at the best school that we all know. So before we start with the Pledge of Allegiance, like we always do, I have two important reminders and updates for everyone. So the first one is on Wednesday, January 11th, we have an early release day. So what that means is that we will go to school all the way up until 1:30 p.m. And at that time, students will be dismissed. So we have no morning or afternoon sessions for Miss Annie's pre-K students. We will still have the before school program, but the after school program on that day not happening. So I've already sent out a quick dojo reminder for families that Wednesday will be an early release day. Teachers will do the same thing. And students, you can go home and remind your families as well that we will be leaving at 1:30 on Wednesday. So early release. Now, normally in years past, we would always have early release days one time a month. But this year, we're doing something a little bit different. And we only have 2 early release days the whole year. And this is the very first one. So stay tuned. More information to come. I'll actually send an email and call home on Tuesday evening to remind families, but here is your Monday reminder. Early release day, the 11th on Wednesday, 1:30 p.m. dismissal. All right, so we also have a very cool reminder as well. Creeped right up on us. We have, back by popular demand, McAvinnue's Evening at Chuck E. Cheese. So it's the Chuck E. Cheese that's on Plain Street in Lowell, in that Target Plaza to the right of Target. There's a Chuck E. Cheese in there. And on Monday the 16th, which happens to be Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day when we don't have school, from 4 to 9 p.m., you can go to that Chuck E. Cheese and you can enjoy gameplay. You can get some food that's there and have a great time with your friends. Now, I'm going to be sending home a special coupon that you can fill out and bring with you to Chuck E. Cheese on Monday, and it allows you to get 10 free game tokens and a discount on food when you go. Also, the money that is raised during that time frame goes right back to McAvinue, which is great. We usually make about $800 on this event, and all of that money goes right back to kids here at this school for all the fun things that we do. So I will definitely remind everybody again on the Wednesday edition and the Friday edition of morning announcements, and I will start sending out information to families. But students, look out for that coupon that will go home today, and you can explain it to your families. It'll have the date and everything that's on there, and it's very easy to follow. So Chuck E. Cheese back. Hasn't been around for, this is probably 3 years, right before the COVID-19 pandemic is the last time that we did it. So we're bringing it back. It's going to be a lot of fun. McAvinnue's Evening at Chuck E. Cheese, going to be awesome. All right, so that's it for reminders and updates. And now it's time to start our day like we always do by coming together as one unified collective school, showing our ultimate sign of respect. You know it by reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. So let's stand up. Turn your voice off, put your right hand over your heart, make sure to face the flag that's in your classroom or learning space, and we will begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Nice job, everyone. Moving right into brand new yoga pose of the week. It's going to be the ragdoll. So I did pause the pose that we did Last week, I said I may bring it back this week. I'll actually bring it back a little bit later. I wanted to shift gears a little bit and move on to the rag doll. So the rag doll, as I set up the pose, take a look at the picture on the right-hand side. Take a look at the picture on the left-hand side. It is a red pose. And remember, our red poses uses traditional yoga movements. The rag doll allows us to get a good stretch, allows us to feel what we call rejuvenated. Rejuvenated means refreshed, energized, ready to go. It allows us to get a better ability to focus by clearing our mind. So that is the rag doll. All right. So let's start out in the standing mountain pose, which is our feet hip width apart and our hands down by our side. All right. At this particular time, it is extremely simple. You have to stay as loose as possible. All right. Get all of that tension out. And what I want you to do is take a look at the picture on the right hand side. The only thing you need to do is bend at the waist, right? Bend your knees slightly and let your head and arms dangle down by the floor. You might feel a stretch in the back of your legs. You may feel a stretch in your upper shoulders, but the whole idea is to just dangle just like a doll, right? When you're holding a doll, sometimes the head falls forward, the arms may fall forward as well. Now what I want you to do is lift your head up, facing forward, like you're saying yes. So it goes up and back toward the floor. Up and back toward the floor. Up and back toward the floor. One more time. Up, back toward the floor. All right, I want you to take a deep breath in, hold it, and go right back up into the standing mountain pose. And when you're there, release that breath. All right, so that is the ragdoll pose. Extremely easy pose, but I already feel better. I feel a little bit more refocused. I definitely feel like I've released some tension that I might have been having by getting a very good stretch, and my mind is definitely cleared. So we'll practice the ragdoll pose again on Wednesday as a school. Remember, Friday, no yoga, we pause it. And I will remind everyone on our old school intercom announcements on Tuesday about the ragdoll, and you can do it as a class if you so choose or as an individual student. So brand new pose, ragdoll, really, really cool. So nice job, everyone. All right, we're moving right into birthdays. Take a look at that brand new birthday graphic that we have. And remember, on the Monday edition, we covered the Sunday birthdays and Monday birthdays that we have to launch our week. So yesterday was Sunday, January 8th, and we had two birthdays at McAvinue. Autumn's birthday in room 309 and Cameron's birthday in room 211. And that brings us to today, which is January 9th on Monday. No birthdays. So that is it. Two birthdays at McAvinue. We have no faculty birthdays. So let's get our birthday celebration. Round of applause, hands ready to go to launch these two birthdays in full McAvinue style. All right, so happy birthday, and stay tuned for the Wednesday edition. We have many, many birthdays to cover this week. Interesting, though, only student birthdays and no faculty birthdays. So I believe that was the case last week, but we had one faculty birthday, though. I think we had Miss Lori, one of our amazing instructional tutors. I think it was her birthday on Monday of last week. All right, so happy birthday, and stay tuned for Wednesday's edition of Morning Announcements for more birthdays. I love that new birthday graphic. All right, so McAvinnue's joke of the day. This is a student joke that I talked about on Friday that I would share out today. It is perfect for the season of winter, so let's get to it. Today's joke is, why does a camel want to be like a polar bear? All right, polar bears typically live where it is pretty cold, and camels typically live where it's pretty warm. So that might help you think about that one. Why does a camel want to be like a polar bear? Do you have your prediction, suggestion, or guess locked in your mind? All right, I think everyone's ready. This is a good one. All right, here we go. The answer is because they know how to chill out. So a camel wants to be like a polar bear because polar bears know how to chill out. That's right. They know how to chill out because it's super cold. They know how to chill out and relax. Let's take a look at the graphic today. Whoa, there we go. So there we have a camel and a polar bear. Kind of looks like they might be talking to each other. Maybe they're saying something. Let's see what they're saying. All right. So the camel's saying, I'm really hot. And the polar bear just said, well, you need to chill out. All right, so that's McAvinnue's joke of the day. Remember to share it with family and friends to get them to smirk, to get them to smile. Better yet, to get them to laugh. That's the whole point of doing these jokes, is to make someone's day. That is a good one. So stay tuned for the Wednesday edition. More jokes. Could be a student shared joke, could be a faculty shared joke, or it could be a joke provided by Mr. Domina. You'll just have to wait and see. All right, here we go. Moving on, we have good news story to share out, focusing on ST Math. So that happens to be Sebastian in room 303. And he's not just an ST Math champ, he is an ST Math super champ, because look at the number below his picture. 200% progress. That means that not only was he already recognized for 100% progress earlier in the year, he's already at 200% progress. So congratulations, Sebastian. 200% progress. Amazing, amazing work. We're going to hold our round of applause right now because we have other things that we want to share out for good news that focus on ST Math. So hold your applause. We'll do it at the very end. So nice job, Sebastian. All right, so here is our puzzle count to date. Starting out our week at 475,530 total puzzles. Simply amazing. There's a strong possibility by the end of this week, we are going to be at the 500,000 puzzle mark, or 500,000 puzzles, which will be simply amazing. Keep plugging away. Log on. Remember, when you log on, you have a chance to complete puzzles. When you complete puzzles, you move along the journey. And as you do that, your percent progress goes up. It's that simple. So just take advantage of the time that we have in the day. Maybe utilize your recess time if you're interested. Log on to ST Math, and that puzzle count will go up. Speaking of percent progress that I just mentioned, we're at about 48% as a school, which is just an unbelievable number. By the end of this week, we're going to be well above 50% progress as a school. Our goal overall is 80% progress by the end of the year. We're probably going to be over 100% progress as a school. We'll have to see, but keep plugging away. So here's the breakdown of percent progress by grade level, and there's a few homerooms in there. So pre-K is at 29%, kindergarten at 36%, grade 1 at 54%, room 109 at 20%, grade 2 at 45%, grade 3 at 51%, room 108 at 45%, and grade 4 at 52%. So amazing job, everyone. Keep plugging away. And remember, we do have some challenges that we have for this particular month. I'm going to talk a little bit about those. Just as a reminder, I did share out the breakdown of the 3 challenges that will be happening. Some of them, one of them already is happening. One of them starts today, and the other one will start in the middle of the month. So take a look at that first red arrow. That is Massachusetts ST Math Winter Waddle Challenge, which is from January 3rd until January 27th. That is already occurring. And that is simply teachers take a picture of their tracker in their class and share it with Mrs. Bellaros and I, and we post it, tagging ST Math, Math STEM Hub, and other groups, and then they will select a winner just by simply posting. So that's very easy. Everyone's already keeping track of their progress on their classroom trackers. I will share out on Wednesday, we were recognized by ST Math and Math STEM Hub as one of the schools that have been participating in the ST Math Massachusetts Winter Waddle. So stay tuned. It's a very cool slide. We're on there. I think the Bailey is on there from Lowell and a bunch of other schools as well. So stay tuned for the Wednesday edition. I'll share out a little bit more. So the other challenge that we have is this one right here, right in the middle, is McAvinnue's Winter Waddle Challenge, and that's from January 9th to the 31st. That's what I talked about before. And Mrs. Bellaros will be coming around to classrooms to share out percent progress. We're looking for that to increase. So today, you'll be getting your percent progress number, and the goal is every day that you log on, complete puzzles, move through your journey, your class's percent progress will go up. And we're going to be recognizing, I believe, the top 5 schools at the end of the month. The last day is January 31st. At the beginning of February, we'll recognize the rooms that have the top 5 increases in percent progress starting on the 9th through the 31st. One prize you get is that 3D printed GG trophy, and you will get another prize that Mrs. Bellaros and I are working on now. So keep plugging away, and you never know, you could be one of those classes that are recognized. And we will give an update on the Wednesday edition of the percent progress increases just in a few short days for the top 5 classes at McAvinnue. All right, so finally, Now we have the National ST Math Challenge, which is on the 17th of January through February 14th. It's a challenge. It starts in the middle of January and goes to the middle of February, ends right on Valentine's Day. And that is our school-wide puzzle average has to be 50 or more. You don't have to do anything for that one. Very similar to last year's Winter Waddle. You just log on, Mrs. Bellaros and I check out the site. We see how we're doing, and then we post it, tagging ST Math, Math STEM Hub, and all those other groups, and then we may get recognized for the national challenge. Last year, very close to being recognized, but we were recognized at the state level in Massachusetts, so you never know. So that is a detailed breakdown of the 3 challenges that will be happening. The tracker challenge is already happening. The McAvinnue's Winter Waddle Challenge starts today with the increased percent progress. That national challenge doesn't start until the 17th. No need to worry. All you have to do is log in, complete puzzles, and we will do the rest and provide updates. All right. So let's keep going with ST Math, and we will hopefully recognize your classroom, and we could be recognized as a school just like we just were for the Tracker Challenge. Very, very cool. All right. Moving right on. When you see that blank purple kind of carpet screen, that's kind of cool. Looks a little fuzzy. You know it's time to talk about McAvinnue's core values. What's the first one, everyone? Nice job. It is respect. And what's that second one? I like it. It's responsibility. And that final one? All right. It is safety. Nice job with our core values. So today we're going to focus on responsibility. So responsibility today, and our challenge today is making good choices. So remember, the video that I showed on our Core Value Booster Day talked about you're in charge of the choices that you make, right? So you're in charge, right? You can't blame your reaction on somebody else. You can't blame a choice that you made on someone else. It's your decision to make. You control your decisions. You control that. So today's challenge for you under responsibility, make good choices. That's good choices with your friends. That's good choices with the rules at McAvinue. And that's also good choices with your schoolwork. All right. Responsible students at McAvinue are responsible in those 3 ways. All right. If you think you can do that responsibility challenge for today, give me a double thumbs up. All right, I like it. And remember, when we put respect, responsibility, and safety all together, ooh, I like that one this week, we will continue to make McAvinue the best school that we all know. So that's it from me. Let's do our fist bump sign out and launch our Monday. Here we go. I have it ready to go. 1, 2, 3. So go get them today. Work hard today. Laugh today. Smile today. Remember your responsibility core value challenge that I just talked about. Log into ST Math with all of those challenges. You never know when your class or our school could get recognized. So keep logging on. I know some students are taking access testing. Keep working hard on that. Try your very best. It's very important for that to happen. We also are approaching where we're going to be doing a bunch of different assessments that are going to be happening over the next month or so. You need to try your very best on those assessments. When your teacher pulls you aside, you have to give it 100% so that we can see what you know and you can show everything that you know with all the hard work that you've been doing here at McAvinue. All right, so that's it. Weather looks like it might not be too bad outside, so maybe a little outdoor recess. You never know. If you go outside, remember to be responsible when you're out there. All right, that's it. So enjoy your day, and you'll catch up with me in all the usual places, which is everywhere, and I'll see you soon. Take care.